You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Snow Jam Comedy Festival. It is January 19, 20, 21, and 22. All of the details at snowjamcomedyfest.com. Dan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty well. Everybody's staying warm, staying healthy.
Yeah.
We're hydrating, you know, we're doing our thing.
Life in the Midwest. We are beasts.
We are.
That's what we are.
That's why we're here, man.
We're doing all right. Julia Louis Dreyfus is 61
I always liked her.
today.
I don't know, Margot.
Yeah, I liked her.
It's from Christmas Vacation.
Oh, right.
Todd.
I think I saw it once. Orlando Bloom.
Oh.
He's been in just cool stuff. The Lord of the Rings thing, Hobbit, Pirates, the Caribbean franchise. He's 45 today.
Nice.
And Jeanette Hubert Witten.
I don't know who that is.
She's Vivian, French Prince of Bel-Air. She was the mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's Carlton's mom. Carlton, who I think should be on the $20 bill.
You should.
I used to tune in just to watch him do the Carlton. I love that.
By anyone.
She is 65 today. It was 1928. You know, you've got your big flat screens. You've got 80 million ways to get shows on them. It's just crazy what's happened.
Yeah.
With watchability and what people can dial up anymore. Well, here's one of the starting points. It was this day in 1928. RCA partnered with General Electric, and they installed 3 test television sets in homes in Schenectady, New York, to demonstrate the first home TV receiver.
Oh, wow. It had to start somewhere.
Yeah, delivered a poor, wobbly, static picture on a 1.5-inch screen.
Oh, wow.
That amazing? Can you imagine gathering around going,
Yeah, really.
all right, this is the future. Here we go.
Can you imagine what they would think if they saw like a 75-inch TV, a plasma screen?
It's insane.
They'd be blown away.
Absolutely blown away. 1962, and oh boy, was this a part of my life. Chubby Checker's song "The Twist" hits #1, launches a dance craze.
I just love this story Dan tells about it.
Oh, come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Take me by my little hand, and goes like this. Okay, so I was raised Catholic, right? In Northeast Minneapolis. And we get done with Mass, so of course, and my mother wouldn't go because she was Lutheran. So I come, my parents were a mixed marriage. But my dad, on occasional Sundays, we would go, me and my older brother, Oogie Boogie, from Mass, from services, over to my Uncle Ace's and Aunt Stella's little tavern there, northeast by the lumberyard off the river, the Green Keg.
Yeah.
I'd be wearing my little red go-to-church sport coat. And inevitably, there'd be Aunt Stella sitting at her table, beehive hairdo, painted on eyebrows, smoking a Tipperillo cigar. I'm not making this up, man. And Hey, Dookie, as my nickname was Duke. Hey, come over here. I'm hug your Aunt Stella. I'm like, geez, give me a hug. Here's a nickel. Play the twist. Do the twist for your Aunt Stella. And I'd have to plug the jukebox, man.
That's going to be in a movie somewhere. It has to
Well,
be.
my brother Oogie's over there playing other games, having a blast, eating chips. And I'm like, well, what am I, a dancing monkey? What is this?
Pretty much.
It was horrible.
It sounds like a blast to me. You and I have a whole different kind of idea of what sounds like a good time.
Covered with her lipstick and Tipperillo ashes, doing the twist in the middle of the Green Keg at like 10 in the morning. Oh, wow. And people say, so Dan, really, what is wrong with you? Like, well, how much time do you got? 1994, Tanya Harding's bodyguard, Sean Eric Eckhart, arrested, charged with conspiracy in that attack on skater Nancy Kerrigan.
This was an amazing event to
It was
watch
one of the
unfold.
Strangest things.
It was
really
so
ever.
great.
Yeah, so there you go. I'm having flashbacks and need therapy. I know, you know, we all know, and we can just forge ahead.
I wonder if they can hear our dog going crazy.
That's an amazing dog.
We have our dog in the studio, and she wants to play. She had a squeaky toy, which is not a good thing. Now she's chewing on Heidi's leg. It's a good thing it's not a real dog. Well, Dan, thank you for that update, sir.
Hey, my pleasure. Yeah.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, Brought to you in part by Snow Jam Comedy Festival. It is January 19, 20, 21, and 22. All of the details at snowjamcomedyfest.com.
Aloha! Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? GMDvacations.com is a family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Kauai, Hawaii. Your family will absolutely love the area, and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can have your own area at a vacation rental from GMDvacations.com? Visit Hawaii with us and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. On Facebook and Instagram, online at gmdvacations.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. We've got a really cool event happening in Sioux Falls next week. It's called the Snow Jam Comedy Festival. And one of the comics from the festival is on the phone with me right now, Martin Phillips. Martin, how are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing well. It's all good here. I'm calling from D.C. right now, so it's a whole different environment that I'm in right now.
Absolutely. Washington, D.C. Now, you guys are used to the cold weather, but you also get some hot air there, too, right?
Oh, yeah, plenty of hot air, yeah, too much hot air.
Well, we're excited to have you come to Sioux Falls next week. First of all, let's talk about your comedy career. How long have you been performing stand-up comedy?
I've been doing it since college, and since college, I'm getting older. It's coming on almost 10 years, so, I'm getting old. College was 10 years ago, so it's been a minute,
And what was it that kind of drew you in to be a part of the comedy scene and made you decide, I want to get up on stage and do this thing?
I always thought it was funny. I always inspired to do it, and then one day I just did it, and I enjoyed it, and I just keep going on with it. So, it's something I always wanted to do, and it's worked out pretty well so far.
Is there a certain style of comedy that you would say fits what you do, like your style?
I'm all over the place. I can, sometimes it could be just an observation, or I can do punchline, just set up real quick jokes, or even sometimes, if it's late enough, maybe I'll get a little dirty, it's all over the place. I can adapt to my surroundings, to what the audience is feeling about what the show wants. So, I'm pretty adaptable.
I got to tell you, I was on your website and I saw that you have a couple of albums out as well, like parody albums. I bet that was a blast putting those together. Tell me a little bit about that project.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. Now, the first one was a couple of years ago. I just started out as a joke that I would the 2 albums are Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift, and I would just make fun of their songs, just out of my own lyrics. And I thought, I've done this a lot. I guess I could probably make this something. So I have a friend who's an audio engineer, and he was like, yeah, I'll help you with your dumb project. And we did the Ariana Grande one first, and last year we did the Taylor Swift one. And, I'm a big fan of both of them. So I really think, they should feel appreciative that I took their art and made it into my own art,
Have you heard from either of them after putting out the albums?
So I definitely tweeted at both of them, but I have not heard back yet. I hope they know that I did it. But, as long as they know, I think that's as good as it's going to get right now. But and if I ever actually do meet them, I do have a pretty good conversation starter.
Well, it would be cool to hear from them. Maybe not too cool to hear from their lawyers. I don't know, but I think it'd be pretty cool to hear from them about that.
Yeah, definitely not any legal team. I definitely prefer. But at least the legal team, there's another way to get in contact with them. So they'll still know I did it, so.
Well, Martin, we are excited to have you join us in Sioux Falls. Your last name, Phillips, is kind of a famous name in Sioux Falls. There's a Phillips Avenue. So Who knows? There could be some sort of connection to Sioux Falls that you don't even know about.
Yeah, now I'm eager. I'm even more eager to come now. I didn't know about this connection. It's like, man, this place, yeah, you guys are ready for me already. So.
Well, Martin, we will see you next week. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Again, Martin Phillips, one of the many funny comedians who will be joining us in Sioux Falls next week for the Snow Jam Comedy Festival. His website, by the way, martinphillipscomedy.com. So if you want to go check him out, he's got some funny videos on there, and that's where you can also find the music that we were talking about. And if you'd like tickets to come to the event next week, you can find that and all of the information about the event next week at snowjamcomedyfest.com.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is a great quote from Wayne Gretzky and from Michael Scott. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and it's free. Take a shot. We may be able to save you money each and every month. We'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
Yeah. It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Thursday?
Not necessarily interesting. I just love this story.
Oh, what's that?
You know, we back the blue. We love our police officers.
Yes, we do.
Man, now they're chasing around in the Midwest in the cold and stuff and still getting things done. And, man, we appreciate everything.
Yes.
Our police personnel does. This story actually unfolded Christmas evening in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for those of you who think police are just bad people who are out to get you. Oh, heck no.
Oh, no.
So the Tulsa police, they get a dispatch call to the local Trip Quick there, or Quick Trip, rather. That's a convenience store.
Sure.
In case you don't know, Quick Trip. And fortunately, somewhere late Christmas evening, somebody had just driven up, took a little sack out of the back of their truck and dumped it right there. The store employee walked out. It was a zippered up duffel bag, and something was moving around in there.
Oh.
He had no intention of opening. He wasn't too sure what was going on, but police officers did show up. That bag contained 5 little puppy dogs.
Oh.
5 little black and white puppers. And as things unfolded, as that week went on, 4 officers adopted dogs.
Oh.
The 5th was adopted by the store clerk.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, and unfortunately, again, it's one of those times where I wish it were television, as I usually don't. But yeah, there's a great picture of the 4 officers holding little adopted pups in their lap. So yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah, pretty cool. It's like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
As they brought him to the station house, and other officers gathered around and went, okay, what's it going to take to get one of these?
Right,
So-
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll take one.
So yeah, it wasn't just
dibs on that one.
Yeah, it wasn't just off to rescue or off to the pound or whatever.
That's
They
fantastic. I
they all
love
found great homes with some pretty big-hearted police officers in Tulsa.
Love it,
so.
love it, love it.
There you go.
too.
Again,
That's
you
nice, Dan.
see somebody with badge, whatever, man. Just take a moment and say,
Thank
hey,
'em.
hey, thanks, man. We appreciate that.
Well, I agree completely with what you were saying about that, because most of the folks that I know who wear a badge are awesome, amazing,
Yep.
awesome people. So, and they get kind of a bum rap once in a while.
Every now and again.
So, well, Dan, thank you for coming in, sir.
Hey, thanks for letting me. I appreciate it, you guys.
It's always a pleasure to have you here. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Snow Jam Comedy Festival. It is January 19, 20, 21, and 22. All of the details at snowjamcomedyfest.com.
In the U.S., there are 5 credit cards for every man, woman, and child. That's a lot of credit cards. And sadly, many of those are not great cards. At bettercreditcards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer points and perks. Other cards designed to help you build your credit. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, January 13th, 2022. Equities moved higher on Wednesday despite a hot reading of the CPI. The CPI came in at 0.5% for the month,
or up 1/10 hotter than expected with similar strength at the core of the year-over-year levels. The takeaway is that inflation continues to rise and is leaving the FOMC no choice but to raise rates. Based on Jerome Powell's testimony to Congress, it looks like the Fed will be raising rates at a much quicker pace than ever indicated. According to the CME's FedWatch tool, a rate hike is all but assured at the March FOMC meeting. Today's action will be driven by the PPI. The Producer Price Index is expected to subside from the previous month, but could easily come in hotter than expected. Even so, with CPI already at record levels, a cool read on the PPI will do little to alter the outlook. The question is, how will the market react? You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.